There's more than just the technical exchange. It's the points, it's the time.
He's always got an excuse. He's got something he's impossible to negotiate with.
Be ready, man. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat your ass and give you a lesson.
A máquina de guerra. Hey!
The mats of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu have never seen a force quite like Felipe Pena. With 6 world championship titles and a track record for dismantling even the most feared opponents, Pena has become a legend in his own right. But his most jaw-dropping feat was taking down the reigning king of BJJ, Gordon Ryan. Not once, but twice. Despite the lack of spotlight, you won't find Pena talking trash or trying to steal the limelight. In fact, he only had to start speaking out when he was publicly attacked by Gordon.
He literally has been talking shit for like the last 5 years. You literally have like hundreds of photos of me memed onto a fat baby. What do you mean you don't like to talk shit? You talk shit the whole time.
I like him talk shit, you know? My baby, you know, like I have a lot of love for him.
That's just not his style. He prefers to let his actions on the mat do the talking.
If you look at Felipe's most recent matches, he's pretty much just the same guy he was back then.
I think I'm gonna beat him tomorrow, so let's find out in one day.
I'm just better in every position than I was.
Let's see tomorrow.
So why aren't we talking about him more? It's time to give Pena the recognition he deserves. With the throne there for the taking, Felipe won't stop till he is king.
I think this is going to be the toughest single match that Gordon Ryan has had in his career so far.
Chapter 1. Beginning of Jiu-Jitsu. In his hometown, Belo Horizonte in Brazil, Felipe Pena was exposed to Jiu-Jitsu at an early age. By seeing his elder brother exercise, he started learning Jiu-Jitsu at the prestigious Gracie Barra Belo Horizonte when he was just 14. Gracie Barra Belo Horizonte, a dojo known for turning out some of Brazil's top Jiu-Jitsu competitors, the great instructors Vinicius Draculino, Magalhães, Marcelo Uripuro Acevedo, and Sergio Benini, saw immediate potential in Pena.
Ter algumas posições que você confia, entendeu? Você tem que ter, por exemplo,
With each passing day, Pena's skill improved, and he soon found himself earning his blue belt. Impressed with his potential, his instructors offered him a scholarship to train all through for free. As he continued to train and compete, Felipe's passion for the sport grew stronger. He began dominating every tournament he entered, quickly earning a reputation as a rising star in the jiu-jitsu world. Despite his success, Pena remained humble and dedicated to his craft. He trained tirelessly, pushing himself to become even better. And his hard work paid off in a big way. At the Brazilian Nationals that were held in 2010, Felipe earned second place, but he refused to let that defeat hold him back. The following year, he qualified for the IBJJF Worlds, going home with double gold. With his reputation firmly established, Pena was elevated to brown belt in 2011. He continued his winning ways, and in 2012, he became a world champion again, earning him a well-deserved promotion to black belt. But Pena knew he couldn't rest on his laurels. He had his sights set on competing at the highest level, and he trained harder than ever to prepare for the challenges that lay ahead. Chapter 2. Championship Status. In 2016, at the Super Fight Series, Felipe Pena faced Gordon Ryan for the first time ever. Both fighters had no idea that it would lead to many more matches and a huge rivalry.
This rivalry with you and Gordon, do you ever feel like this is just something that's never going to end?
Yeah, someday gonna end when I stop competing, him as well, you know.
During this fight, Gordon attempted many leg locks, but Felipe always found a way to escape. It wasn't until the end of the fight, when Gordon shot for an inside Senkaku, that Felipe saw an entry to take the back. He secured the position and finished Gordon with a rear naked choke.
That's tight. He's actually got through here tight. That's he does have very tight. That's the fact. He gets the fact.
After this fight, Felipe Pena cemented his status as a grappling legend, dominating the sport for over a decade. But it was in 2017 that Pena truly made his mark. Focused on winning the ADCC, Pena scaled through before having one of the toughest fights with Rafael Lovato Jr., although Pena lost to Yuri Simos in the final minus 99 kilogram. He went on to compete in the absolute division and had one of the best performers of his career in the semifinals, submitting the legendary Marcus Almeida. Felipe began the bout on the floor, while Buchecha was on top. Felipe was feeling secure in his defenses until Buchecha tried a heel hook. Felipe managed to escape. He then passed Buchecha's guard and managed to take his back for a second, but settled for side control. After fighting for 7 minutes, Felipe finished the match with a rear naked choke. In the absolute finals, Felipe Pena fought Gordon Ryan for the second time. Both competitors were very committed to earning the gold and had to submit formidable champions to reach the finals. The match started with them wrestling for a few minutes. Then Gordon Ryan shot for a single leg and brought Felipe to the floor. Gordon landed into Felipe's guard. They both attempted passes and sweeps until Gordon locked in a heel hook. Felipe managed to escape and again found a way to catch Gordon's back. He secured it and held it for a few minutes. Gordon tried to escape, but Felipe managed to reinsert his hooks, scoring a total of 6 points. Towards the end, Felipe's corner is yelling, "You are the champion." Felipe won for the second time against Gordon. Their rivalry was far from over.
2017 ADCC Openweight Champion. More than just the technical exchange. It's the points, it's the time, it's what's going.
Before we continue with the video, be sure to subscribe and comment "I subbed" to enter in our monthly shoutout giveaway. And now, let's get back into it. Chapter 3: The Gordon Ryan Saga. Many years later, after losing the first 2 fights, Gordon Ryan was seeking revenge. After discussing the terms for a contract, they finally agreed to fight each other in 2022 at a WNO event. The rules of the match were simple: submission-only match, no time limit, but different situations began to occur the night before the fight could even take place. Pena didn't want to fight because he was mourning the death of Leandro Lo, a fellow Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. Ryan, on the other hand, had something different to say. He claimed that Pena stalled because he wanted more money.
Because Felipe would just waste my time. He wants $1 million to do this, $1 million to do that.
And demanded that the rules be changed to points instead of only submission. Despite this, the match eventually took place, and the 2 grapplers went at it for a grueling 45 minutes. In the end, Pena exhaustedly tapped, giving Ryan the victory. Fast forward to the 2022 ADCC Championship, and fans were eagerly anticipating another showdown between Pena and Gordon. The 2 eagerly wanted to meet up on the mat, but unfortunately for Pena, things didn't quite go his way. In the semifinals, he faced off against Nick Rodriguez, who had made a name for himself with his impressive wrestling skills. Quitting against his arch-rival, Gordon Ryan, and not making it into the finals of ADCC, he has not let those defeats keep him down. In fact, Pena has taken a bold step to right his wrong by switching camps to learn and train under the legendary Andre Galvao and Atos.
Kind of opened up the doors for him. He sent him a message asking to train here to fight against Gordon. I said, of course.
And he signed to fight Gordon for the 4th time this year, but Gordon's stomach issues stopped him. So what's next for Felipe Pena? A 4th match with Gordon? A rematch with Nick Rod? Only time will tell. Pena's name will always be synonymous with greatness in the world of Jiu-Jitsu.